Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Reading Wonders Quick Start videos. Brandon here, and we're now moving into a section of videos that's really geared about diagnostic placement assessments in order to help you create your differentiated groups. And I want to start at the very beginning, which is looking at that diagnostic placement book. Number one, it is a digital only piece, so let's look at where we can find it. So looking at the teacher dashboard, I happen to be in a grade 2 teacher page. However, teachers, know that the diagnostic placement booklet is a K6 booklet, so you'll all have access to the same resource. So we're going to click on Assess, and you'll see two tabs here. You'll see both online assessments and printable assessments. So I'm going to click on Printable Assessments, and here you can see kind of a table of contents of all the different tests or screeners that are inside this placement diagnostic test. You're going to find it's very comprehensive. I want to scroll down and just you can see some of the different titles of the different screeners and placement tests that we have. You're going to find it really provides a window into all the systems that an emergent reader would need to have or use to be successful. So at the bottom of the screen, make sure you scroll down and you're going to see page 2. We see that there's a spelling diagnostic, introduction into oral reading fluency, as well as reading inventories. Let's go on to page 3, and you'll see, of course, there are comprehension assessments as well as writing, that you can all use that data to help guide the placement of students in the Reading Wonders program. Now, I also want to let you know that we're going to actually open up this book, and I want to just show you some of the beginning pages. There's some very helpful information here. So I'm going to go over to the Resources tab. So if you want to click with me, or when you're done watching this video, feel free to do some of these steps. And in my list of resources, and we visit this page often in many of our videos here, I'm going to go now to where it says Assessment. And here I can open up that diagnostic assessment book. So we're going to open that up, and then we're going to take a look at some of the things in there. Okay, now what I've pulled up is I've actually opened up that placement and diagnostic assessment book. And right here in the front few pages of the book is a great introduction and a way to make those placement decisions. We saw for kindergarten what tests you would want to use. I'm just going to scroll through because of course you can go in and look at your particular grade level. I'm going to scroll a little bit more until I get to grade 1. Here we are. Grade 1 placement decisions. Notice it's really calling out what 1 or 2 specific assessments to use out of this book. And you can follow this flow chart to help you make those placement decisions, because not every child is going to need to take every assessment. As I continue scrolling, so I have kindergarten decisions, first grade decisions. Let's continue to scroll through until I see grades 2, 3. Again, you can notice what's checkmarked. I really want to start with that oral reading fluency assessment and that reading comprehension test. That's where I want to begin with all my students. As I continue scrolling, let's look at for some of the upper grades. Grades 4, 5, and 6, the placement decisions really start with, again, oral reading fluency and those reading comprehension tests. So this is a great place for us to see how I can dive in and begin using some of these assessments. Now, I want to move further into this book, and I'm going to show you another side of this book where it's really talking to you about what the test does, when to administer the test, and what grade levels it's going to be for. So it's several pages into the front of this book, but I think it's important that you see the assessment process, how to make and interpret those scores. This is just good information that I would really encourage you to read prior to using any of these tests. I'm going to scroll a little further. And I love this chart right here. I want to start on this assessment planning pacing guide. And again, you can see, let's look at the first example, phonological and phonemic awareness. That's the strand that we want to test. There are 2 subtests for that, and you can see appropriate for K1 at the beginning, middle, and end of the year, and only if needed for grades 2, 6, or grades 3 through 6. Let's look at another example. Let's go a little further down, and you can see comprehension. There are 3 different, whoops, went a little far. Whoops, let me go back up. There we are. I can see the comprehension tests, And that can be done at the beginning of the year for all grade levels. You also see a metacognition, I can't even speak today, Metacomprehension Strategy Index. And again, not applicable really until the beginning of the year for my upper grade students. So again, this is a great chart. You see also an assessment record sheet. If I scroll down a little bit further, this is great. You can copy this so you can really have a data sheet or a data point for all of your students. I think it's important to remember you're going to see a range of options. We don't want to spend too much time counting beans that we can't make bean soup. So I hope you've enjoyed kind of getting that preview into the Placement and Diagnostic Assessment book. I want to, of course, remind you that after you have looked through this book, perhaps even administered some of these tests to your students, get back online, join us on our online discussion boards with those questions and comments so that we can help you make that smooth start to Reading Wonders. Thanks a lot.